when I saw the headline of Sha'Carri Richardson getting arrested in Seattle for domestic violence, I was like, oh no, not my girl, ruining her career so early on when she's already amazing, but she has such a bright future. But then you read the article, and it's just petty relationship stuff. I've always been told, because I've never been in a domestic situation, but I've always been told that if the police is called in a domestic situation, somebody's going to jail. Like, one of the two people, if it's not a poly relationship, one of the people in the party, somebody's going to jail. But for Sha'Carri, they were in the airport, or she was in the airport with her boyfriend, and they got into an argument, and she just pushed him in the back. And I guess a police officer saw it, and due to them seeing it, they arrested her for a 4th degree assault charge. I didn't even know there was a 4th degree. But the boyfriend refused to press charges, but a police officer saw it. It was on camera. It was right around the TSA security checkpoint. So if you probably flicked somebody in front of TSA at the airport, they're probably going to arrest you. So it was more of the location than it actually was the actual assault. But yeah, the boyfriend was like, man, come on, man. You ain't got to arrest her and do all that. So the charges were dropped. She was let out. Like, it wasn't a big deal. I think they still made it to because her boyfriend runs track as well. And I think they both still made it to their respective track meets. And yeah, her boyfriend told the police, it's quoted, I don't want to be a victim. But if you can imagine the situation, it probably was very light, wasn't that serious. And I don't even know why this is the news article, but of course, if the biggest female athlete in track, if not the biggest athlete in track, period, gets arrested, somebody's going to report on it no matter how small the offense is.
Personally, I feel like it was just a sucky situation all around. Like, I don't feel as if, like, she should have been arrested. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, people have discussions and emotions and stuff like that. And she have, like, things that she need to work on for herself, of course. And so do I, so do you, like, everybody. And I'm the type of guy, like, I'm in the business of just, like, extending grace and mercy and love. And I feel as if, like, I don't try to look at obstacles either. Like, I just look at, like, situations like this to just, like, take a step back, analyze yourself mentally, and then just try to see what you can do to be your best self so that you can move forward, so you can just be the type of person and a human that God needs you to be for his kingdom and for his glory. And so that's kind of how I look at the situation. And I hate the narrative, too, of just, like, it's so negative. But like I said, it's just, like, in the state of Seattle, even talking to the cop or whatever, he was just like, it really was nothing I could do. And just, like, I understood. But, I mean, like I said, it was just a sucky situation. But she's a human being and a great person. And I feel like, like, we've been able to be, like, really good teammates, like, all year. And I hate that narrative, too, because, us coming together, like, we're just two, like, real dominant personalities. And she's, to me, the best female athlete in the world. Like, I see it every day. And, like, for me in my process, like I just said, like, moving training groups, a whole new environment, a whole new, training setup, different than what I've been in the past, like, 10 years of my, track and field career. And transitioning and then still coming back running 9.8 and feeling like I got so much more to give. Like that's my path, that's my journey, and like being so up close and personal with her every day. And like I watched this girl like fall on the track like in February and walk it off like it was, like a cramp, but get back up and have to take like a month and a half of just like rehab and trying to come back. And then 3 weeks later, like have a competition and like, like she just has a lot of things going on and like a lot of emotions and forces going on inside of her that like not only I can understand, but nobody can, because she one-on-one and I'm one-on-one too. And so I know everything is happening in God's plan, because obviously he's one-on-one. And so that's really the main focus and the thing that I just wanted to say. And I know that like it's been a tough journey for her this year, but she's gonna bounce back. And like I said, I see it every day. She's the best female athlete in the world, and she's gonna be just fine. She's gonna be good, and I'm gonna be good too. So it is what it is.
Olympic sprinter Sha'Carri Richardson was arrested Sunday following an alleged incident at the Seattle-Tacoma International Airport. Richardson, 25, was arrested for alleged domestic violence after an altercation with her boyfriend, fellow sprinter Christian Coleman, The Athletic reported. The Olympic gold medalist reportedly got into a fiery argument with Coleman at a TSA security checkpoint, in which the arresting officer saw Richardson shove her boyfriend multiple times as he was walking away from footage caught on security camera, per The Athletic. Richardson's offense was listed as a 4th-degree domestic violence assault. Coleman ultimately did not press charges and declined to be a victim, according to the report viewed by The Athletic. The incident landed Richardson in custody at the Score South Correctional Facility in Des Moines, Washington, where she stayed for just under 19 hours until she was released on Monday, according to records viewed by the Post. Richardson has been dating Coleman for over 2 years, despite the couple only making the relationship public in February.
I usually mind my business, but Sha'Carri Richardson was arrested for domestic violence in the airport, right? Her boyfriend goes live. He says, hey, listen, she's a good person. She didn't deserve to be arrested. She shouldn't have been arrested. She's a good human, blase, blase. Here's the thing, bro. Your girlfriend exhibits the inability to control her emotions. She's a grown-ass woman. You know what I'm saying? She is a grown-ass woman. We all humans. We all make mistakes. But this is where accountability comes in. As a woman, you still have to have emotional maturity. You still have to be in control of your actions. Just because you're emotional about something or you're angry or you're upset, that does not give you the right to put your hands on people. And I need women to start understanding this shit, bro. You feel like just because you hurt, it gives you a license to beat up a dude, do all this other crazy shit. It doesn't. Like, at the end of the day, if you can't forgive somebody, then leave. Or contain yourself until you get to home. And I ain't saying beat the nigga up at home either. But what I'm saying is bro, you did that shit in public, knowing you a public figure. She obviously lacks emotional stability. She's unstable. And I don't care what nobody should say. The fact that you did this shit in public is crazy. It's crazy, bro. And it's like, Sha'Carri, you keep finding yourselves in certain positions, and it shows, bro. Emotional maturity is not your thing. Like, you gotta grow up, bro. You gotta be accountable for your actions. Just because you a woman don't mean you can hit no dude, pushing him around, throwing headphones at him, you a grown woman having a fucking temper tantrum in the damn airport. Bitch, you wanna be on the no-fly list? You tripping. Like, but a lot of y'all gonna be like, oh, I wanna know why it don't matter why she was mad. She need to control herself. The same way when a dude is mad, y'all want them to control themselves. Women have to do the same thing. Control yourself. Cause to me, it's like, here we go again. And he over here defending his abuser. He don't even realize, bro, this is only the beginning. She just now starting to whoop your ass. She do that shit in public. Ain't no telling how she's slapping you up behind closed doors. I'm just being real. This man is a whole battered woman. Up here defending her. Shit crazy.
All right, let's talk about Sha'Carri Richardson. I guess I heard she just got arrested. And I just want to talk about how we tend to put people on a pedestal that we don't need to be on. We're all human, right? So yeah, they're celebrities, and yes, you know, she's a powerful athlete, excellent job at what she does, but she's still human. And I would hate really to be a celebrity because everything you do is put on blast, right? Everybody, including me, in my younger days, had a spat with a boyfriend, okay? Now, no, I didn't end up in jail. He did. But I didn't end up in jail, right? But in the case of like Sha'Carri Richardson, it's like everything is illuminated on her. And we have to understand that just because they're singers, rappers, dancers, athletes, they're still people, right? Still trying to figure out what they want to do with their life, how they want to live their life. And so all the focus is always on the negative, but we all got positive and negatives in our life. So I'm praying for Sha'Carri Richardson that first she get her life right with God, if she has not already. I pray for that, but I pray for peace in her life because we don't know. We don't know what she's been dealing with her entire life. And so we just got to stop judging folks. We got to stop acting like just because you a celebrity that you're not human and you don't have human issues. So that's all I have to say. I pray that she gets out.
Sha'Carri was arrested for domestic violence recently. And her boyfriend was like, listen, You know what I'm saying? She hit me a little bit, but it don't mean a thing. You know what I'm saying? It's not that bad. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe she got arrested. It's not that serious. The loud thing with Sha'Carri Richardson is that I remember when she was messing with that damn, I don't know if she was Jamaican or she was just, you know, a girl from the islands, you know, the Caribbean. See what I'm saying? But that girl used to be fighting. So I'm like, damn, Sha'Carri, do you be beating people up just a little bit? I hope you're not abusive. You know what I'm saying? And one thing, listen, and I'm not going to only put that on Sha'Carri. I hope she's not abusive. And listen, obviously she ain't, because her boyfriend says she ain't, so she ain't. She not. But them athletes be abusive. You know what I'm saying? One thing Javante Davis going to do is put his hands on a bitch. All right? And them football players is always beating their baby mom's ass. They always beating their wife's ass. I don't know what's in the workouts. I don't know. I'm not going to put this on all y'all athletes, because all y'all athletes don't be beating y'all spouses and companions and partners' asses. It's not the case. This is my second time hearing this about Sha'Carri. Sha'Carri, stop. Fight with your words, Sha'Carri. You have a bigger fish to fry, you know?
Sha'Carri Richardson getting locked up for domestic violence against her boyfriend in the airport in Seattle.
That's the clip you sent me.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Allegedly, even though there's video, he was trying to walk away. They was having some type of dispute. He was trying to walk away, and she looked like she was hitting him from the video.
Throwing stuff at him, pushing
yeah,
and touch.
Mm-hmm.
So he was actively walking away, and she came up behind him and started doing stuff.
Yes. Your thoughts, Punk?
The comments was crazy.
Okay, what was
it? Was so women just like, a man always gonna bring you down, girl. When you on your holiday. I be saying black men is the villain in everybody's story, and it's like this woman beating on him, and it's still this man's fault, and he walking away is like insane. It's like zero accountability. It's just insane. It's insane. Like how do we fight with that?